And just like that, an insane amount of snow. Just had a little minor issue with Jason's Polaris boost, just shut off for no reason on him.
Keith, I wouldn't go further than that.
Keith Day, you are too aggressive, my friend.
Too old for this shit, bro. I'm not in shape no more.
Buddy, I haven't been in shape in 15 years.
Sled Addicts is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbines, Ledger Performance, Westway Motel, Studboy Studs, and Radio World.
All right, well, here we are getting set for day 2 at Grand Nature. This place is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful spot. And hopefully you get a nice view of those mountains in behind there. There's Mr. Keith Day getting his things together. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, brother.
How you doing, buddy?
Absolutely beautiful, buddy.
Nice first day yesterday with us. What'd you think?
Buddy. Listen, let me tell you something. Dream trip.
Dream trip for you?
With Sled Addicts.
Good, buddy.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
There you go. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's been a good rip so far. Yesterday was a great day, and we got beautiful Bluebird skies today. And we're going to be heading not towards the Chick-Chocs, but we're going to be heading further east out towards the actual town of Gaspé today. And we're going to be staying in Riviere-Au-Renard, which we've never really been past a certain point out that way. Like our lunch stop, I think, is around Mont-Saint-Pierre today. And we haven't gone too much further east. And so we're going to head that way today, again along the TQ5. And the guys are just getting their stuff ready. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, boys?
Oh, we're doing just fantastic.
Everybody doing well? Feeling good? Refreshed?
Feeling great, boys.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Track adjustment.
Mechanic Frank. This is why we bring him on these trips.
Well, then it makes sense. Yeah.
Adjusting some track tension on the 900. How do you know your track's loose? What does it feel like?
It feels like a chatter when you're under load, like when good bite.
Yeah.
Otherwise the track just spins, right?
And here we go. We are off. Right into the parking lot of the Village Grand Nature. Had an awesome stay there last night. They got a restaurant on site, so we walked in and we said to them, "What time do you want us for dinner?" And they're like, "Come at 7:30. So we're like, "Okay, perfect." So we had an hour to just hang out, have some drinks with the guys. Had breakfast this morning there as well, which was nice. They only have single rooms, interestingly. Like, they don't have rooms with 2 beds, so there were 6 guys, so we each had a room with a queen bed. Nice 300-kilometer day, which is perfect, because there's going to be a bunch of scenic outlooks where we're going to want to stop at and take pictures, and Keith is going to throw his drone in the air. He brought his, which is great, because we didn't have enough room to bring ours. We have too much crap, too much camera equipment, like 8 different cameras with us. And it just gets to be too much at some point. We need like a big expedition. If only we could afford to pay a videographer to just follow us. That would be great. Just at the intersection here with the trail that goes into the Village Grand Nature and the 5. And you can see it has been freshly groomed indeed last night, which is awesome. And we're heading straight east. Great rip out of there. There's a good like 5-kilometer, 4-kilometer straight section on this trail where you can really log the miles, and it's a fun start to the day.
All right, we got the crew ready to roll. Absolutely beautiful here, guys. Epic riding. Great stay last night, great food, always a good group too. We had a bunch of drinks last night and a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Jesse was really into the Twisted Teas last night. It's one of our favorites on these trips. And it's awesome. Once you get into this area, there's way more snow. I mean, leaving Hotel Universal yesterday, there really isn't a lot of snow around there. And once you get closer, obviously, towards the mountains and you get up into elevation, there's way more snow. One of the things that we're using also for this year, which is new, obviously, from BRP, is the group ride feature. And it's really cool. I don't know if you guys can actually see. Let me switch up my screen here. But I can actually see all the guys on my screen and see where they're at, which is a really, really neat feature that they introduced for this year. Very similar to Ride Command, and we've been kind of playing around with it, and it works really well. So it kind of just gives you an idea where everybody is, especially like when you're getting to stop signs and stuff. It's been working awesome. Some of the guys have it plugged in with the BRP Go app as well, and then I've got it, you know, just on my sled. I'm not using BRP Go, but you can see everybody. It doesn't matter whether they've got the sled or if they've got the app, which is really sweet. Beautiful sunny Bluebird day. We weren't sure what kind of weather we were going to actually end up with, and for today we're heading up into the mountains, so it's perfect. These guys will get nice blue skies so they can see views forever. When you're up in the mountains, if you get a cloudy day, you're not going to be able to see that much, so this should be pretty sweet as we get closer to that zone. And today it'll start to really get into the ups and downs. Look at that beautiful shot. So sick. Heads up. It's amazing too. I think we talk about that and how good the infrastructure is in Quebec. You go over lots and lots of different rivers, but they all have like really nice bridge setups to go across. We had a bunch yesterday. We've already hit like 2 or 3 this morning, and it's just amazing how much they actually pump into the infrastructure in their system. The other thing too that we do notice when we ride Quebec is there's not a lot of lake crossings. We hardly get to do lake crossings here. It's just totally different terrain. Now we're going back up into the mountains. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, I don't know if the video gives it justice, like the actual inclines that you're going up, but it's unbelievable to think the groomers are coming up here, right? Yeah, Jesse's saying the club that does this section specifically has a New Holland tractor that they make it up here with, which is wild.
Some nice mountain views up here. It's like -7 right now, so pretty mild. That's what it's going to be like the whole trip. So right now, this is like an area of the 5 that kind of loops down into the central, towards the central part of the peninsula, and then brings us back up towards the St. Lawrence. That's why you can't see the river on your left when we were in the open area. Trees are just caked in snow. Tons of snow up here, but the sun has melted the snow off the tops. Mountains in the distance. Wow, look at that. Another one of these cool single track bridges. Gotta love these. This is a staple of Quebec right here. Now we're into the Tourelle Club, and I think they groomed as well last night, so there should be a nice section here. Oh, there's the groomer. Good old BR. Fresh groom right onto the trail. Mint! Definitely a high snow section here. Look at these trees. Wow, gorgeous. Yeah. I hear Mike in my ear. He's like, holy crap, the snow just changed huge. Yep. Yeah, walk that way. I think you're gonna get into snow. Well, maybe not.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Huh.
And just like that, an insane amount of snow. So cool riding through here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Up top, I remember this section. Just again running alongside the St. Lawrence here. It's absolutely awesome up here. It's like the frozen tundra. Oh man, that's awesome. Look at all the blue. What a tour, what a tour. Absolutely nothing like it. I wonder what Keith is thinking now.
Oh, the groomer fell off the trail there.
That's a thing of beauty. Look at the landscape, unreal here. We just had a little minor issue with Jason's Polaris boost just shut off for no reason on him, so we stopped back up on that last hill there. No, he saw a check engine light, and then it shut off, but we don't know what it is, so restarted. Seems like everything's okay now. Holy, whew. Pretty big drop on that right side of me.
This is obviously one of the groomer shops. There's a drag right there. So we're just about to turn left to to head into Le Martre to the gas station. It's actually, we were there last year. It's a do-it-yourself gas station. It's just like a card lock type thing. Mike has a good memory and he's talking in my ear. That's exactly where we saw the deer go down the trail. Yep. It wasn't deer, it was moose. Here's the trail into Le Martre. Everyone needs to stay left. Short little skirt down here to get some much needed fuel, because after this we don't have fuel for like I think 140k. There's the town, and there's the frozen St. Lawrence. Wow. Yeah, last year when we came through here, it was frozen out maybe a couple 100 feet, and then it was open water. I don't see open water anywhere here. It's quite froze way more this year than last year, that's for sure. Time to fill her up. So it was just a check engine light?
Shut off. It didn't say max detonation. Then I shut it off, let it clear itself, rode again, then it said max detonation again, or like for the first time with the engine light on. So I switched it to 91 non-ethanol.
Yeah.
And I still have the engine light, and I still kind of hear a little bit of missing. So that's why I'm wondering.
Maybe you fouled the plug.
Throw a plug in it.
Worst case, we can do that.
Look at the trips. I wouldn't even ask you. What'd you think of that shit?
I was slowing down. I should have dropped back from all you guys, but I was just like, okay.
Pretty crazy, right?
You know what's funny is, and I'm watching it in my head, and I could see your videos.
Yeah.
That's where you guys found that moose last year, right?
Yes, coming down here, exactly right there. Yep.
Like thinking about it, I'm like, this looks familiar.
They came right
But
down this trail, and then they went down that road.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And it's a good day. Like, it's a little bit overcast, but the sun is coming out.
I like that top where it's like frozen tundra everywhere.
And it's also frozen way further out this year than it was last year.
Yeah.
Last year it was open water, maybe 100 feet out.
It's moving. You can see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is moving.
It's all moving.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out on that.
We're at the Harnoise.
We're at the Harnoise.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the bigger stretches without gas. So if we're going to need a fuel caddy, it's going to be after this one. We had a little snack too. Destroyed a caramel milk bar in about 4 seconds. Just scaling down the mountain here. Cross through the next town and then climb right back up. So we're about 48 kilometers, it says in my GPS, from lunch, which is at Le Délice restaurant in Mont-Saint-Pierre, which I've heard great things about, so looking forward to that. Felt like we just had breakfast and we're already thinking about lunch. Descending. My ears popped. That's how high of an elevation change there was. Yeah, I gotta pop my ears. Just scaling up the side of a mountain. That view is insane. Oh, I think we need to go higher. One of my favorite sections here is you come down into the wide open looking out at the St. Lawrence. Just insanity. Holy crap. Just wicked. One of the classic spots for a pick.
Day 2 is a doozy. What an epic stop. Beautiful down here. This is a good vantage point from up here, so we stopped here. Pretty much stop here every time. It's one of the main lookouts. And then there's a couple more we're gonna get to as well.
That's it. Whoa! Your bag!
Bag! You said your link bag?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been a yard sale everywhere.
There we go. Full send.
Just getting deeper into the mountains here. Just gorgeous. One thing, definitely, they don't have as much snow as they had last year. And this particular trail in this section is not groomed up, I would say perfect, but it's definitely a little whooped out. But Jesse was saying something about like they had groomer issues, so. But man, is it beautiful. Just spectacular scenery out this way. it's cool because you kind of go up through the mountains and then you'll come down the mountain on the other side and go through a small little town, and then you go back up the mountain, and that's kind of like what this whole section is like. It's just all these small little towns nestled into the bottoms and the valleys there in between the mountains, so it's pretty sweet. Just awesome. So many people out just enjoying the trails, and this is absolute epicness. Is this it? Might be. I'm just taking a little side trail here for a lookout. Pretty sure this is the first one I ever saw where there's like a big drop cliff on the one side and you get a full view of the ocean. So this is the first one I ever went to with Ledger and those guys. Okay, fellas, get together. I'll get a shot here. That's it. Act like you like one another. Keith, do you need a Kleenex or what?
10 out of 10 piss spot.
Just scaling the side of Mont-Saint-Pierre here. Definitely our favorite place on this trip, and probably the most scenic area in the Gaspésie. There's another outlook. You can see there. So you can see now we're coming down the mountain. And that's Mont-Saint-Pierre right in front of us on the right. We're straight ahead, really. And we're all the way up there on the left where we went to that scenic outlook, and now we're wrapping around the mountain face, coming back down into sea level or ground level, and then after we have lunch in Mont-Saint-Pierre, we'll climb back up and keep heading east. Here we are. Motel Restaurant Le Délice. Good lunch, boys?
Delicious. Very good. Very good. I have to pee. Très bien.
Très bien. Okay. Très. Well, thank you very much. You guys take care. Motel Le Délice. There's a good shot of the sign. Very snowmobile friendly. Trail literally is right here. Goes right past their doorstep. The sun is still beaming. It's going to be a great afternoon. We still have a good 160K. You can see all the sleds showing up here. It's definitely a busy Tuesday out on the trail. Here's our lineup. There's Mike's Lynx, my comp, Jay on the Dynamics sitting ready to roll. This is Corey Jinx's 900, Frank's 24 900, and Keith Day's 26 900.
All right, guys, this is it. We are trying to make our way to go to a crazy view spot that we missed last year. I didn't even get to see it the year before, and Jesse is gonna get us hopefully there. Anyway, we've been looking for this platform for 3 years. Well, for 2 years anyway, because we didn't get a chance to come through here. We kind of missed it last year because everything was all snowed in. And I'm pretty sure we're on the right path because we kind of saw it from down below. And I've seen pictures from the guys from Norway when they were up here last time, and it looks insane. All right, Jesse's screaming in my ear. He thinks he found it, so I think we're there. Pretty awesome. Let's hope this is it. And they do all kinds of, like, the guys jump off here, they do hand gliding. Oh my God, awesome. We made her!
Mike's screaming in my ear. Oh, Keith, I wouldn't go further than that.
Keith Day, you are too aggressive, my friend. Oh, check out the guy. Yeah, hey, look. Check out the guy hand gliding right there. See him?
Right here.
We missed it last year.
By.
We blew by it.
Yeah.
We did it, buddy.
We did it. How's the view, Jess? Crazy, right?
This is why
This is it.
I find shit.
Wow. Crazy.
That's where we had lunch, right there. Keith is saying in my ear, he goes, the best day of my life. I said, Keith, isn't it better than when you had your child? And he goes, no, that's second best.
That is a ways down, boys.
Little sketchy, no?
Well, you don't want to blow a corner.
Oh my God. Jinx! Dude, nice job.
Walk a little bit forward.
Little scary?
Look here. Frank, look here. This is all snow here. It's only over there.
Frank don't like it, eh?
You ever seen them when they walk that glass
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, and it starts to crack. It's the
Look
one
at
with
this.
LEDs, yeah. My knees are getting stuff. Yeah. That's when you say Tarbanak.
You get some good pictures? Yeah?
I've got a film of you right
Nice, awesome. Come here, Frank, I'll hold you. Come here. Frank's like, get me the off this platform.
There it is. We just spent about 20 minutes there and then realized we still have 150K to go. So we're like, oh, it's probably time we motor. Let's motor. And this, folks, is why you don't take a 4-stroke off the trail.
Well, that was awesome. So we're going to be riding into the night again today. We got about another 150K to go to get to our destination.
That group of tour,
Yeah.
the second group that was 2 up, they moved over and they went into the fresh snow and just lopped the whole thing right off.
Oh, no. Well, boys, we got fresh ribbon for the remainder of the day, or at least a good portion east here until we get into the next club. It was a PB 400, same like we have up in Cochrane. Some more views for you guys. I hear Keith in my ear. Apparently he has an erection. Keith, it's a family-friendly channel, okay?
There's a good shot of the boys up ahead there coming down the mountain. I don't know. I think the guys who come up in the groomers here, they got huge balls of steel, that's for sure. It is pretty insane. Pretty insane terrain.
Yeah, the whole evening ride today is all scenic. Parts like this up here through the mountains, and then other parts right down along the shores of the St. Lawrence, which is super cool. C'est bon.
All right, guys, so we just passed the intersection of 597, which goes down to Murdochville, and we've done that trail. I've been on that one a couple of times. It's actually an awesome trail. This one here, we haven't been on yet, which is going to take us towards Grand Valley. Sun's just starting to come down now, and it's starting to get a little bit chilly, but still really good riding. And Keith was just talking a little bit more about the lights from LJE. Now's the time when you really start to notice them. There's two times. When the sun goes down, it starts getting dark, and then obviously riding in the dark, but then also in thick, heavy snow dust. They're unbelievable. They work so well. You can see them so clearly at night. This is a nice trail too. We picked up our speed a little bit too, so we can make up some of the mileage. Because a lot of the trails through the mountains there, it's really a lot slower riding, I guess, than some of these big wide open logging roads. So you take your time when you're going through the mountains, obviously.
Gas is in like 30K. I think we get there, and then after gas we could take a stop on the trail somewhere. Sure. Switching it up a little bit here, I'm giving this 900 a rip. I'm on Corey's Renegade 900 with Smart Shocks, and he's on the comp. Always love trying different sleds on these trips. Switching it up. His sled corner, he says he doesn't corner that well. I think it corners pretty good. It's got a lot of ski pressure, that's for sure. But Corey has a non-traditional setup on this sled. He actually has the Pilot RX skis, so the same skis that are on the comp and the 850s, he has it on his 900. Skidoo's doesn't offer these skis with the 900 just because it makes the steering even heavier than it already is. But I do really like the handling of it. Yeah, the sled is great. It's got the gauge relocation kit on it, if you can see, so it sits nice and high up, very easy to see. Haven't ridden the sled with Smart Shocks for a little bit. Handles good. I always liked the Smart Shocks. I just found that for my personal riding style, I prefer manually adjusting shocks because I like to be able lift the skis and like have a little more fun with the sled, and I find the Smart Shocks prevents a little bit of that, and that's really what it's designed to do. It's designed to keep all points of contact on the ground and make it handle like a slot car and rail on the trail, which it does. It's just not the type of riding style that I prefer, that's all. Corey had the same sled I had last year, so he had a comp, and this year he went to a Renegade. Great section here. We're just east of the Madeline River. There's a shuttle in place while the Snowmobile bridge is down to take sledders from one end to the other on the highway. It's only about 1.5 kilometers, so I know a lot of guys are running it by sled, but you're not legally supposed to, I think. I think you can get a ticket. Like there's a sign on the road that says no snowmobiles, but there are tracks everywhere, so sleds are taking it. Yeah, there's like kind of like a warming hut set up on each side for people to sit and wait for the shuttle to take people across. It's like a truck with a trailer that can fit 4 sleds. So that was kind of cool. And now we're on the east side. We're about 12 kilometers from Grand Valley, from our Petro-Canada gas stop, which we desperately need. We're down to 2 bars and almost a fuel light on all of the sleds, even the 4-strokes. Really enjoying this 900 turbo too. Still doesn't do it for me like an 850 though. I still prefer the 850, but I could definitely ride a 900. I have nothing wrong with it. It's a great sled. See the guys ripping around the bend there. Wow, look at this, bro. Look at this view. Holy crap. It's been quite the day for Keith Day. Just coming in to Grand Valley now. You can see the lights in the distance. Civilization. Haven't seen that in a while. It's one of the other parts I like about this area is you're not that far like in the middle of nowhere like in Abitibi-Temiskaming region, but there's like between cities you've got very few stop signs, very few road crossings. It is pretty rural. You have more, my sled has more fuel than you do. You have no bars. There they are. Does everyone need gas? I've got, my sled has 1 bar, Corey's 900 has no bars. So who said that 850 turbo burnt more fuel than a 900? Because they burn about the same. We're all low on gas and we all have high-powered sleds, some 2-strokes, some 4-strokes. Last gas stop of the day. Do you want your sled back?
Yeah.
So as you can see, it is dark. It went dark pretty quick. Jay is back. A new tank of gas with some butane. The poo-poo's running mint. And I've got my riding partner back. I love a good night ride. Especially on pretty darn wide trails with sweeping turns. Nothing like a good night ride. This whole section for the past, I don't know, 30K has been like a road. This is like a big road. Those are some of the best trails we ride, are roads. Look how wide it is. It's like 4 groomers wide. LED headlights that come stock on these sleds are so good, I find, that I don't ever feel the need to add accessory lights. I know a lot of guys like them, whether it's the high beam accessories or the floodlight accessories. Personally, for me, I don't feel the need for them. It might also be because I'm young and I might have better eyes, even though I don't. My prescription sucks. I'm negative 4.5 in both eyes, so I wear glasses, and when I sled I wear contacts because I refuse to wear glasses and deal with fogging. They did such a great job with these LED lights versus what came on the Gen 4 with the halogen lights that we'd always upgrade. I've been really impressed with the Gen 5 lights all the way since my 24 XRS and Mike's 23 XRS. It might be a hot take, but I actually find them better than the Polaris Matrix lights.
Jay, this thing's awesome. Great job, buddy.
I like
It's going to be helpful.
This here, if you broke down, you just leave it on the back of your sled there.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit, bro. I'm not in shape no more.
Buddy, I haven't been in shape in 15 years.
Round's a shape.
I was in shape in university. That was it. Then it all went to shit.
You don't ride too much at night like that, Corey?
Well, I do, but I don't really have anyone that'll stick with me.
Welcome to the club.
Well, boys and girls, we are on the final leg of our journey here for day 2 in Gaspe. An absolutely epic day of riding, and to kind of close out the day, we lost probably 50K. It was beautiful, nice groomed trail. Mix of some twisties with some good wide open running. You can see all the boys ahead there, and again with those awesome LJE product safety lights on the buckets, which look awesome. And man, do they make a difference at night, I'll tell you. By the time we land, it'll be 317 kilometers for the day. And it's time to settle in, have some supper together, and then have some beverages and do it again tomorrow. As always, appreciate you guys liking the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Follow the Gaspé tour that we're on for this year. We got another 3 beautiful days to go. And we shall see you on the trail tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.